Did you hear the news? Alan Wake is coming to Dead by Daylight. If you're like me and you have no idea who Alan Wake is, you are probably going to learn most of it from the Dead by Daylight lore, or I can tell you a little bit about it now. But from what I've heard, the story follows best-selling crime thriller novelist Alan Wake as he tries to uncover the mystery behind his wife's disappearance during a vacation in the small fictional town of Bright Falls, Washington, all while experiencing events from the plot of his latest novel, which he cannot remember writing, coming to life. You're probably guessing where this is going and how it's intertwined with Dead by Daylight. His entry into the fog is probably one of the smoothest ones the game has ever given us. An author trapped by his work, demons becoming real, and his worst fears tangible. Or, if you're already familiar with Alan Wake and everything that it entails, you probably want to get straight to the point, so we're going to take a look at his teachable perks right now. Alan Wake, best-selling author, knows what it means to push back the darkness. His perks, Champion of Light, Boon, Illumination, and Deadline, make flashlights more powerful, reveal chests and generators, and create more frequent skill checks. Let's take a closer look at them. Champion of Light. The glow of the flashlight looks a little different, feels a little warmer. While you're holding a flashlight, this perk activates. When you're shining a flashlight, you have 50% haste. When you successfully blind the killer, they also gain a 20% hindered for 6 seconds. This effect cannot stack. Then, this perk goes on cooldown for 60 seconds. Haste increases survivor movement speed, hindered reduces killer movement speed. Boon, Illumination. Your keen insight is something best shared with others, just like any other boon. Press and hold the ability button 1 near a dull or hex totem to bless it and create a boon totem. Soft chimes ring out in a 24-meter range. Survivors inside your boon totem's range see the aura of all chests and all generators in blue. If you have a lit boon totem, you cleanse or bless totems 10% faster. You can only bless one totem at a time. All equipped boon perks are active on your boon totem. Deadline. Desperation creeps in and you push yourself to work harder. This perk activates when you are injured. Skill checks appear 10% more frequently when repairing or healing and appear in random places. The penalty for missing skill checks is reduced by 50%. You may be already wondering, what are the best pairs for these perks? And personally, I think that Champion of Light is going to be perfectly used with a background player to get that little extra movement in there. For example, if you're not positioned correctly, from the moment background player runs out, while you're shining your flashlight down towards the killer, you're still going to be able to move a tad bit faster to maybe recuperate like a little bit of the timing to get the flashlight safe. This might surprise you, but the way I look at Boon Illumination here is as a tool to just efficiently get rid of totems and to occupy as many as possible. So once you have Boon Illumination down on one totem, you're going to be able to cleanse totems 10% faster. And you're going to be able to stack that with Counter Force, which is going to give you permanent information about the location of where each totem is with each totem that you cleanse. And you're going to be able to cleanse totems 20% faster with each totem you've cleansed previously. So you're just going to be able to be 20% faster each time, plus the 10% from the Boon Illumination. And I think one of the most obvious choices and one of the best pairings from this paragraph is Deadline paired with Autodidact. I think I speak for everyone when I say that we've been wanting something extra to make Autodidact a little bit out there. Like, sure, it's a good perk, but it takes so much to build it up. So here comes Deadline, where if you're healing, you get 10% more frequent skill checks, and if you miss them, you get like a 50% reduced penalty. So that's just going to improve the Autodidact use rate from where I'm standing. I think this is going to be a great pairing, and for the first time in a while, I think I can finally say that I'm finding fun and really out of the box pairings with all of the new teachable perks presented. Matthew Peretta is reprising his original role for Dead by Daylight and is voicing Alan Wake. He also has a number of lobby and in-game voice lines besides the promotional lines for trailers. There is a lot of speculation around Alan Wake, but some people are saying that he will be accompanied by 2 legendary skins, and they're also going to have their own sets of voice lines. Alan Wake has created a bit of a rift in the Dead by Daylight community. There have been sites who were eagerly waiting for the announcement. They were extremely hyped. And then there were sites who didn't really quite get it, or who were actually borderline upset about the news. I personally was one of the people who didn't know much about Alan Wake and like everything around it. But however, after playing the PTB, I can tell you that I think it's going to be a wonderful addition to the roster of famous and iconic survivors that belong in Dead by Daylight. From where I'm standing, and I'm going to show you a couple of clips, I think that Alan is going to be a great addition. From the things that I've gathered, he seems to be a survivor that is more on the soft side when it comes to the grunts of pain and all of the sounds that he's making. He has some really fun and like out there quotes. I think he's a little bit like milder than like what Nicolas Cage has brought up. But I still think it's like really fun to hear him say "yo" when Billy's fast approaching him or things like that. I'm not gonna keep you any longer. I'm just going to like show you what my reaction was at the news that Alan Wake is in Dead by Daylight. Well, this is insane! It's John Wick!
How many pages have I written? The words, the endings. I've lost count. And still I remain trapped within this darkness. But this time, something is different. The answer lies just out of reach, enshrouded in black fog. I'm closing in now. I must be. The words move through me like blood through a vein. To escape, I must write. Though this new ending remains a mystery, I hold out hope that one day the fog will part. To illuminate my next chapter.
Stop! But, you know, P3 is forever going to... Oh! Shut up. Mate, I don't get it. I hate it here. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot happening. There's Alan Wake in here. Ooh. New Billy, new Umbria. Look how fucking fast is he. This is just the first game. This is just the first game. We have not seen much. Take a hit! Well, this seems to be everything that I know about Alan Wake now, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit subscribe, leave us a like and a comment, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Mwah!